Hi. You see, you get the art and craft, the king of African culture. And today I am live in Edem Ani, Ancient Kingdom. When you talk of Ancient Kingdom, Edem Ani. So I'm live in Edem Ani to know their history, their rich culture, those things that makes them very unique, and their rich tradition. So guys, follow me as I'll be taking you on this journey to find out those things that make Edem Ani so unique. So I will allow them to introduce themselves normal so they tell on them. Move on what we have today, sir. When you talk of Igwe, Igwe now. Igwe. Thank you, sir. Okay, so I will allow the Igwe. I know a lot of you know him. I don't need to introduce him, but for the sake of formality, like I will allow him to introduce himself. Then move on what we have today. So Igwe. Will you open it? And I'm begging. Thank you, sir. You come on and hear
Ambu, His Royal Majesty Igwe Samuel Ikechukwu Asadu, Igwe Ogadagidi of Edem Ani Igugu Ancient Kingdom, Chairman Enugu State Traditional Rulers Council, former Chairman Emeritus Southeast Traditional Rulers Council, and member Board of Trustees, Council of Traditional Leaders of Africa, Nigerian chapter. My name. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm not nomination. Igwe. Thank you, sir. Okay. No, we are going on here.
I'm Chief Ozo Aloysius Chukwuemeka Ejum, one of the Cabinet Council members. They usually call me Ozo Edem Ani. Ozo Edem Ani.
Thank you very much. I'm also Chief Matthew Eza. Yes, I'm representing the eldest man in this village. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I am Chief Dr. Emmanuel Ikechukwu Amoke, the Secretary, Council and Cabinet of the People's Palace, Edem Ani.
Okay.
John Okany. I'm the Chief of Staff to His Royal Majesty Igwe Samuel Ikechukwu Asadu. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Please, can you introduce yourself?
Okay. My name is Charles Chiwendo Ezema. I am the press secretary of the People's Palace.
Edem Ani.
Yeah.
Edem Ani Ancient Kingdom.
Edem Ani Igugu Ancient Kingdom.
Edem Ani Igugu
Ancient Kingdom.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow. More Dr. Louis Ezema. I'm an ethnographer. I'm a novelist. I'm a biographer. I'm a historian. So, I'm only the man. And I will do all that within my capacity to give a clear dissection of what Edem is all about. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, yeah.
Okay, thank you. Abamo Eze Osman Chokode, Chief, working with Namuku Igwe Ogadagidi of Edem Ani Igugu Ancient Kingdom. Abamo member Council Cabinet. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I'm Chief Emmanuel Obollo-Afor, Cabinet member of Igugu Edem Ani Igugu Ancient Kingdom.
None. I'm Chief Joseph Sonde Ugwanyi, Palace Secretary, Edem Ani Igugu Ancient Kingdom, People's Palace, Alan.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Muabo Ezema Tobechukwu, the youth leader Edem Ani Igugu Ancient Kingdom. So that's my name.
You are the youth leader.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Now you come and I get you back.
I'm also Chief Emmanuel Obonna, council member. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Namo. You come and I get you back.
I'm also Chief Isaac Ajibo, cabinet member and one of the liaison officers to His Royal Majesty Igwe Chief Samuel Ikechukwu.
Thank you, sir. Igwe. Oh. At name the nonu Edem Ani tabu ne. I be aga mar. Edem shije bido. Yefu Edem ne meji mar ndi Edem. Mo nwere ba anyị le nwere ba anyị shi. O ge dar nele. Edem Ani. Na o ge dar nele. O we fure. Dar nele fure for kwa. Ga ine je bana muta. So na ba ji don Edem tan. Ma be Edem na anu maka Edem. I say ka anyị bịa mar ka Edem shi je bido ko shi n'ọgar. Maka na mgbe mbụ na ọbụghị anyị na ekwuru dị ihe gbasara ga anyị shi je na bịa hafụ ndị ọcha ga bịa ekara na na bọọdụ lachi mmiri asụ na ọgbụghọm ma ihe dịghị anyị efe ka anyị weka maka oshi je go no bịa this platform bụ inye ndị each community a space to tell their history themselves. So no ya bịa anyị ji n'ọnụ be Igwe. Igwe. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much, Maka Jurum. History, Maka, Ebe Madisha, but that's not Yamaha Bidu Mavia, Mama Bokushir. So, Hijurma Maka, the much I know, history, but the continuous cycle. Not much I know when I see from Igala here, and then Abia here, because here, former province of the Igala Kingdom. So, all of us on the side there, she from that side, where Abia. So the first people that and that bottom did them came from Eban Akpedem. Yeah, they are the Owa people, OWA. They back and did them video settle about first. Then they started having a video Mumeka, of course. Mumeka brothers came. The second brother was Edem. Third brother was Edem, and I'm the baby. Then now I am Mutago, my another son called Ugunabo Edem. So now 4 autonomous communities. So because of migration and immigration, some of them like this village I know about Ozara, we came from Obeke to here, they all brought that to Obeke. And in the other areas that came emerged, there are people in the demand which villages which are seniority, which are before others. But some areas Marebe migrated when they migrated from Kwebe, when they migrated from Ako, when they migrated from other area to settle here, and all of us are living together harmoniously. So those who got a little bit of what they know, but I'm Naima of extraction. Yeah, so we always about Professor Satan achieved before in the 17th and in the olden days. I wouldn't know the exact age, but on those who can put more light to it, so they can now call the clearer. So that's why I can say for now. So the man now was a child. Mutazia have 3 children, Akpa, Uzi, and a demand. So now a demand muta grandchild Gunabo. So because a demand no Gunabo one community, and those are one of the 3 sons, and I am the baby. So I am Igugu. I be surrounded by the hills. So those hills be surrounded, but down here you can look at it and see. And so I am Igugu. So I know inside the enclave. So that is also brought some advantages when the militants were coming to capture people. So the place was like a hiding place where because they couldn't go down the hill and way back the hill. So we were lucky to have that. And now I'm the traditional ruler and by God's grace the king of Edem Ani. And that's I've been doing that for the past 3 years, getting to 3 years now. Yes, Edem, the word Edem, they came and started from Owa in Akpedem. So then other villages, those brothers, sisters, they keep migrating. Now spread their tentacle to what we call present day 4 autonomous community of Edem. Yes, they were from that side, from the same enclave. So Dr. Ezema can throw more, Louis Ezema can throw more light on that.
Thank you very much, sir. So, sir, when were introducing yourself, you made mention that you're a historian. So, can you tell us the history of Edeman? How Edeman migrated? Where they settled first? The children of Edeman.
Yeah, I introduced myself as a novelist, a biographer, an ethnographer, and a historian. So, what I'm about to talk about is a product of very deeply rooted research, which I can invite anybody to contest. And I will stand bold to challenge anybody that will contest it. However, life is about a record of events. I'm 60 years or something. I can't claim to know everything that happened 80 years ago or something. I will need to rely on documentation and empirical studies that could situate me with what I want to know. So, having given this background, I want to say, in alignment with what my king has said, that a demani, you can't talk of a demani without talking of a dem. Because if you want to really situate a dem and a demani, Aqua and those, we are looking at one penis. Penis is that male organ that throws something. If it throws something, that thing can go and germinate into children. And it is that one bond that has been keeping everybody in Edem together. So you can't talk of a demand without talking of a dem as an entity. My king has already rightly said that in Edem, we have series of seniority. Akpa is the eldest, followed by Ozi, then followed by Deman. And then we have traced our origin from the Igala land, like he said, though some other two authors have different views. Some claim Igwe Ancient Edem Ani of Udunedem has a different view. He had, because he is now part of the sand, is gone. He believed that Edem originated from a harmful. That was his own view. And that these people facing some harassments from a harmful started coming up, and then came to Udenu, that issues now Udenu, and settled at Udunedem. If you come to Udunedem, you talk of Umundi Igugu and all that. And it was at Udunedem that some people said, let us continue the journey. Others said, okay, we are comfortable with the land we have arrived. So those who continued the journey went through a Dobala, where they found good streams to move on with their farming, while others said we need more water, and then started to come to Edem Ani. So on the whole, Edem Ani is an entity that has its origin, one from probably Igala land. Of course, Igala controlled the whole of Den and Suka, towns. Because if you want to talk of Funguru, you talk of Funguru and all that, Igala, of Ate Igala and all that. Even Edem has its own bit of a theology beginning from Igala. Therefore, we are not disputing that. Because if you come to Were, which is a small, well, not a small, really, but a town in Edem Ani, they are known for various degrees of herbalism. They treat impotence, they treat difficult situation and all that. That was given to them from the Igala. Then you go to somewhere else like Amogu in Ugunagba and all that. They are especially skilled in snake bites. Snake bites. If you have a snake bite and you go there, then consider it done. You are free. I wouldn't know what is happening now. But in those days, they don't charge you anything. Just a little bring cola nut, and one or something, and all that. And your affliction is gone. I don't know now because money is dominating everywhere. Somebody may say, bring 500,000. Maybe by the time you go to scout for it, the venom may have killed you and all that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that we have a bit of protocol. Akpa is the oldest part of Edem. Akpa is the oldest. Yeah. And wherever you are gathered and you have kola nut, you give it to the Akpa man, even if he's 5 years old. Then followed by Ozi Edem. Then Edeman becomes the youngest and the last. Then, with the introduction of autonomous communities and all that, from Edeman you carved out, they carved out another community, Ugwu Ugwu Hills, Abo Valley. Of course, if you have gone through them, you know that it's full of hills and valleys. So Ugwu is on the top, and the man is on the valley. And this is progress. We want to really reach out to everybody. As it is now, we have a record of how we migrated, even where we went and all that. But this is just an overview. Edem Ani has many villages which it is contending with. And it also has a record of migration, how they came together and all that. They also have certain things about their culture, which is subordination. They subordinate themselves to what is the rule and the norms. And a person doesn't want to see the blood of a fellow Edem person. They abhor violence. Because of the gods, there are many gods that govern us. We are Christians, but whether we believe it or not, we know that some gods are peeping at us. So an Edem person doesn't want to see the blood of another person. And that means to say that we don't betray ourselves. We do not betray ourselves. Because if you betray your neighbor, by the time you reach a few yards away, you will meet the consequence. So we don't kill ourselves, either physically or even through remote controls like poisoning. We try to abhor certain vices like going to meet with another person's wife, because we know it's not nice. If you do it, there will be a repercussion, both on the side of the progenitor, the person who umpired it, and on the side of the person who received the penis. We are educated. We will try to mention names. So let me stop there. If you want some other things again, come over. I'm ready.
Okay. My question now is, when the first time they migrated from Igala, where did they settle first?
Yeah, when they migrated from Igala, in those days, for instance, people just kind of forced themselves into communities. But there is a community in Amenu where there was a very strong man known as Dimejo Ogoli. He was a factor. When they came there, they established their magic, not magic really, but their own local technology of rainmaking and other things. They also migrated to other communities where they, like Owerri, where they kind of put in their potentials of medical care. If you go to Owerri, so many traditional herbal practices that were and still are very effective. For instance, if you go to Igugu or something, I can't remember. Umamoki. When you go there, any problem you have, they will just pick a few, pluck a few, leaves, and you are done. So, talking about what Igala did and all that, I know they came to Amen, Dimejo Ogoli, our ancestral father, talked about rain, this and that, Wole. They talked about cures and all that. If the person gives you ordinary water to drink, your cancer would go and all that, plus other things. You understand? So they didn't come to harass the people, but to integrate with them and improve their lot. Igala people. I wouldn't say they were bad people. They came to export their own talents, and then God's own gifts, so we could move on with life.
So, what do you have to tell us about this that has to do with Edem?
Okay, what I want to say, I want to make little reference to the origin of Edem. And you cannot, just as my colleague has said, you cannot talk of Edem Ani without coming from Edem. History has it that Ugwu Udobo is the ancestral father of Edem, who gave birth to Edem, Taz. Then oral tradition. Then Edem now gave birth to a man called Owa and Edemani and Nome Udobo. So it was this, when they were now migrating, Owa left his father and went down to a village at Akpa. That was what our people called Une, that's sweet potato. That was what they were looking for. And they're looking for a fertile ground where they will now embark on agriculture. Then that thing took Owa down to Akpe, the village called Owa. He named it after his name, Owa. Then Edemani, a son of Edem, whom he loved so much, went out and came to this valley part of Edem and settled here. It was at this valley part that he gave birth to, according to history, according to and then the insincerity, Udojo, Isu, Omamori, Uwane, and Ogori-Awedo. These are the 5 sons of Edemani. They regard themselves as the Ntonani, that is the aborigines of Edemani. So, the Ogori, Omamori is the present Umuchoke. That's a village they called Umuchoke. Then the youngest of them, Ogori-Awedo, founded Amenu. Incidentally, my colleague is from Amenu. So these are the 5 sons of Edemani. And then it was from here that these people started expanding. Others started migrating. Just as he said, Umuchago is another village that they didn't write the order of migration. But Umuchago came from Ikwegbe. From there with them. Amogu migrated from Ako. Even this Ozala, a brother to Owa from Akpa, so traveled down here and settled. So Ozala is part of Aborigine sons of Edem. Do you get it now? Before this Ubogdi, the next village to this place, they migrated from Ohom Oba. Yes, Ubogdi migrated from Ohom Oba. Then even the Ako, as I said, who migrated from Ako in the Igbo, they still observe some certain totems. There's this totem instead of Ako. They don't eat it. They don't. So if Amogu here, they are referred to as Amogu Ak, indicating that they migrated from Ak. So these are the ancestral origin of Edem Ani. All other villages, even Owerri, Owerri claimed that they migrated from Ida. And as my colleague said, the herbal acumen they had, history didn't trace any linkage of herbalism between Ida and Owerri. So, but they believe that they migrated from that place. So this is the historical origin of how Edem Ani started. Okay. This I have mentioned that Omushagu came from Ekwegbe. They were saying that Ehalmona and Dupi were war zones of the Igala people. They were strong warriors. And as the war was taking place, they didn't force people outside this. That was why and when the migration started. And most of them came back here. So both the Aborigines of Edem and the Edem Ani and the two sons are now cohabiting as one entity called Edem and then Edem Ani. He has explained that I have told you how Akpa is the eldest in Edem because the first son of Edem called Owa started there. That was where he started and called that name Owa. There are many other villages in Akpa that migrated, some from Nshi, then from Ukuje, Amadimogo, then they migrated from certain places and then are now cohabiting. So that's what I want to add about the ancestral origin of Edem Ani. Thank you.
Do they have any other places that they have Edem Ani migrants? Like maybe from social states?
Yes. History has it that Nome Odobo, the daughter of Edem, the only daughter, was married to Idobala. In my childhood days, they were called Ede Nome, not Idobala. They were called Ede Nome. Even there is a strong politician there who had money and built a hotel along the road and called it Nome Palace. Nome Palace. Nome Palace. Yes. And then this other man called Igi Nome, as are all in honor of that woman from Edem called Nome Odobo. So that is the relationship between Edem and Nome. History still has it too that Avurugu in Kogi State, they are called Avurugu Edem because the man Avurugu was a strong warrior. So because of his bravery during the war, he made a lot of exploits, but was captured alive by those people. But because of his bravery, they didn't kill him. They allowed him to remain there and establish. That was how Avurugu is called Avurugu Edem. We still relate. Then, I cannot remember vividly now, but there's Nrobo too. Yes, Nrobo. A man here migrated to Nrobo during the war areas like that and established there. So these are the immigrations from both Edem and Edem Ani. And all these we are into blood covenant. No Avurugu man and Nrobo man can see the blood of the brothers in Edem and there. So, Edenome, that is how they started. I don't know, even though they later changed the name to Idobala, I'm yet to understand the historical evidence of the Obala there. Then, ab initio, we were not intermarrying with Avurugu because of this relationship. But later, a few people, either one or two persons from Edem Ani married from Avurugu in Kogi State. It is this ancestral blood relationship that holds all of us together. Thank you.
Is there any other community aside that one in Kogi State that Edem Ani people do not marry?
No. No, because we know that many of our daughters were married to Urobo, and our sons to married from Urobo. And even that what is it? Avurugo. As I said now, they have started about 2 persons I know. One in the ancient time that married there. The man is now late, but the son is a reverend father. Man from Isu. Then there was one another man from Uweragbo who married from Avurugo. The woman now too is late. So that these are the relationship between these people. So I don't know of any other immigration that may have caused some ancestral relationship with Edem Ani or Edem.
Among all these communities, do they have a particular deity that people worship that people worship to unite each other?
In Edem?
In Edem, yes.
Yes. That's what we call Onunu Edem. It is when the ancestors worship their ancestors, the Yam festival, and then Ogochi worshiping their god. These are then Ebachuku. Then there is a Omabe festival. It's on rotatory basis. What we do is that Omabe festival, Akba we take this year, Edem Ani next year. Sorry, Ozi next year, Edem Ani next year. It's rotatory among the 3 quarters in Edem. So apart from Ebachuku, apart from Omabe, and that is Ebachuku, but it's mainly in Edem Ani. Because of the 3 communities, Edem Ani is thickly populated. Because both Akba and those put together are not yet up to the population of Edem Ani. So that was how we are moving. We intermarry. We intermarry very well. So there's a Sato Edem. It's a culture. That a Sato is a masquerade. It holds the entire Edem together. In short, there is Oha Edem. Some of these title men there, they attend meeting at Akba. Because of that seniority, they hold that meeting at Owa, Aobeke, at Akba Edem. So these things are the things that keep us together as communities.
Do you people have a festival that you people celebrate that unites you people with these communities?
Okay, the emigrated communities, yes. No. We do our things our own side. He's asking whether there's anything connecting us with Avurugo and yes. No, there is nothing. No, nothing. It's only within Edem, Akba Edem, Ozi Edem, and Edem Ani that we have a Sato Edem, Onunu Edem, Oha Edem. There is another thing they call Itegnam Edem. That because when they were about dividing, when the government brought about chieftaincy titles, then they said that even though we are doing this to attract amenities from government, but there are still things that hold Edem together, and that is the Sato Edem, the Itegnam Edem, Aho Edem, and the Edem Community Secondary School. These are these we found, and then Onunu Edem. Onunu is that feast. It lasts up to 4 or 5 days because within it there is Ogochi, there is Ogoko, there is Ogona, there is Fuajoko, and each of them has its own days. It holds the entire Edem together. So that's the thing that we do.
Do Edem Ani have this, like when I visited some communities, they have this tradition that forbid a married woman having extramarital? Do Edem Ani have a tradition like that?
Extramarital? Yes. Any woman, any married woman is forbidden from meeting any man. In Edem, particularly in Edem Ani. Then any man is correctly forbidden from meeting a married woman. It's a taboo. Like, as you look very beautiful now, if you are married, no man can ever touch you in Edem Ani. Because they know, and we know that you are a married woman. Yes. It's a taboo on our side. Yes.
What other tradition do people have? Like in terms of coronation, how you perform your, like, Onishi, when you talk of Onishi?
Okay. One, we have Ozo title. There's my friend who are called Ozo Edem Madike. He's also a titled man. Then we have marriage, traditional marriage. Even though now that we are learning from other communities that gave us Igbanku, we didn't know of Igbanku ab initio. Ya in one EJD. Then if a young man finds a beautiful suitor, you now go for initiation, inquiry. And if they allow that, yes, this lady is free, if there's acceptance for marriage, then there is EJD ceremony to the husband's house, where some bride wealth will be bought and given to the lady the following day when he will go. But as things keep changing, they have introduced Igbanku in Edem Ani and in Edem generally. It's what we learned from other neighboring communities, not our culture.
It's not Edem culture.
It's not Edem culture. Here, the Bible, EJD. Then at a stage, the husband that to beg the kinship to give him his wife. We call it Manu Monna. After which they now release the lady to come as a bona fide wife to the man. This or that. Then I think in other title, women have their own title called law line. That is the women also title in Edem and Edem Ani. So these are some of the titles. Onishi is a title not contested for. If God keeps somebody alive to become the eldest man of the village, he now takes the title of Onishi. It's not contested anywhere. That is the only title ordained by God. It's not contested. And then if the man dies, the next Onishi, who is now presumed to be the most senior in the village, takes the title. So also title is, if you come up of age, you feel that you have the resources to do it, you are allowed. That is the so that is what we do.
Sorry to ask you again. I was told that Edem people are known as rainmakers there.
Yes, Edem people are known for rainmaking, and as I told you, the youngest son of Edem, called Uguriawedo, founded Amin, from where my colleague Dr. Luis. So it is that village that is expert in rainmaking. Even though some other people at Owerri are now learning the thing, but generally, Amin is known for rainmaking in Edem. So if you have a celebration if you have something to celebrate within rainy season, you go to them, they do certain things, they charge you, you give them something, and then they will now to disperse any intending rain. And then he has talked about traditional medicine and how Edem is known for that. So these are the things we do.